I'm Winston Lobo. I work for the South African Maritime Safety Authority. I'm the principal officer to the Port of Richards Bay. Well, the SAMSA office in Richards Bay is responsible for an area from Kosi Bay in the north to Tugela Mouth in the south. In this area, we do inspection of small boats along the coast. And in the port itself, we do inspection of ships, foreign ships coming into the Port of Richards Bay to ensure that they're safe and they comply with the conventions. Richards Bay is the largest port in Africa in terms of volume. There are a number of ships that come in here, and the main export is mostly coal, which is the main export of coal, and that creates the volumes out here. It's basically a mineral port with a lot of minerals exported out of Richards Bay. Now we do inspections of vessels, of our own vessels like the tugs, the bunker barges, and we also do investigations into casualties, oil spills, overloading, where the vessel is overloaded than its maximum allowed cargo. We also do inspections of port trade inspections for these vessels. We do not have a fishing fleet here, so we do not do any inspections on fishing vessels.
Do you deal with members of the public?
To a vast extent, we get a lot of clients coming in for revalidation of the certification or to obtain new certification. So we get a lot of clients.
What is the certification for?
The certification allows them to work on different vessels depending on their experience and what they have qualified for. So we get a lot of clients coming in asking to achieve certification.
So do you have any kind of incidents or issues that you deal with and where life and limb is affected?
Well, not so long back, a couple of years back, we had the Smart, the bulk carrier, which ran aground just outside the harbour, where she broke into two, and we did save all the lives out there. All the crew were safely evacuated by chopper, and then we did wreck removal, which ended up because she broke up into two, so we had to end up doing a wreck removal there.
So what is SAMSA's actual role in the rescue, or what does it coordinate? South
African Maritime Safety Authority has got a division known as the Maritime Rescue Coordination Center, which is the MRCC. They coordinate most of the search and rescue operations out here. Each port has got its own sub-center, which deals with the incident in local waters. So in this case, it was Richards Bay Harbour, which helped in evacuating the crew.
Is there ever a dull day for you at the office?
Never. Every day is a challenging day.
And are there, in terms of, keeping up to licenses and keeping up to the authorities' inspections, how compliant is the South African maritime public?
Well, we don't get instances of non-compliance. There's one of those few instances which is always there in every sphere of law enforcement. But generally, we have good compliance records, at least what's reported off to us.
How long have you been with SAMSA?
I've been with SAMSA 9 years. I'm in my 10th year now with SAMSA.
SAMSA would be celebrating its 20 years and its anniversary. What is your message out to the public, or your message out around SAMSA celebrating this 20 years?
Well, SAMSA's come a long way, 20 years. To the general public, stay safe, comply with the requirements, with the law, be on the safe side, take care of yourselves, stay safe on the water.
Ndinolundi Tubase, welfare officer apha kwa SAMSA. Xa kuthe kwatshona umntu elwandle kuye kuthunyelwe ireport apha kwa SAMSA ichazayo uba kukho umntu otshonileyo, and then ke ngoku mna ndiye ndenze i-follow up, ndicontacte i-boat owners okanye ii-companies apho umntu otshonileyo asebenza khona, and then ke ndenze ii-contacts nee-families zabo, and then ndibandwendwele kuzo ndawo bakuzo. Nditsheke ukubana ingaba amaxesha amaninzi baye bangazi ba ii-families so ndenze i-contact between ii-families, ndenze i-contact nee-families, and then amaxesha amaninzi kufumaniseka into okubana abayabazi ii-fishermen babasebenza phi. Like bava nje uba kuthiwa umntu usekapa bengayazi uba usebenza phi, so ke ngoba bekungona bavayo uba umntu usebenza mhlawumbi kwi-boat ethile okanye kwi-company ethile, and then ke from there ndinxulumanise i-family kunye ne-owner okanye i-company apho asebenza khona, and then ndithi make sure ke ngokuba bangaba kunemali ekufuneke basifumane bayakwazi ukusifumana. Amaxesha amaninzi ii-companies ziye ufumanise ubana azinayo i-insurance, then kwi-situation enjalo baye bancedise mhlawumbi kwiinto ezifana nezingcwabo xa benayo i-insurance, and then imali inikwe kuloo mntu uthe wabhaliswa ngumntu ongasekhoyo kwikhampani. Iyaxhomekeka ngamanye amaxesha iba amanani ayahlukana, ngamanye amaxesha mhlawumbi bazii-cases ezi-5, kweminye iminyaka mhlawumbi zibe 2, inyani like alibikho linye, lahlukana. Ngenxa ye-intervention kaSAMSA ingozi ezenzekayo elwandle azisekho ninzi njengoba zazikhona ngaphambili, so amanani ayehla.
My name is Debbie James and I am the boating manager, part of the Centre for Boating. I'm responsible for the implementation of the national small vessel regulations, small vessels being commercial vessels under 25 gross ton and all recreational vessels that are under 100 gross tons. The Centre for Boating mainly focuses on the implementation of the small vessel regime under the national small vessel regulations, which includes the control and management of the numerous external appointed people that we have surveying, inspecting and examining on SAMSA's behalf. SAMSA has approximately 300 safety officers, surveyors and over 100 examiners appointed under the SAMSA umbrella. The Centre for Boating only provides certain functions, mostly those associated with the appointments and training and the control of the safety officers. Our main responsibility is a lot of auditing of these skipper training schools and the auditing of all these appointed safety officers which are affiliated to the authorised agencies. The compliance surveys are carried out and managed by the local port office under the control of the local principal officer. So that's all the surveys that are done with all the small boats. This is not a function of the Centre for Boating.
Okay, tell us about the other committees that the Centre for Boating gets involved with.
With the promulgation of the merchant shipping, the national small vessel regulations, which brought into effect a new regime for the small vessels on inland waters. To assist SAMSA to fill its mandate, we have joined a committee called the CIWSP, which is the Cooperative Inland Waterways Safety Program. And this assists SAMSA enormously to have a footprint out on the inland waters, because we need to ensure the compliance of the small vessel regulations. And being part of this committee, which comprises of various government agencies such as DEA, Department of Water and Sanitation, SAPS, and also Department of Transport. So working together with all these government agencies, we are able to actually fulfill our mandate on inland waters.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about the assistance that you offer the boating community.
The Centre for Boating is hugely involved with the annual sponsorship of life jackets to many of the people within our small vessel industry, especially the subsistence fishermen. And we've also been very actively involved with the donation of buoyancy aids to various youth development programs, especially on our inland waters.
And lastly, tell us about the number of small vessels that are surveyed annually by SAMSA.
So the last financial year, 2016-2017, there was approximately 25,500 small boats that were surveyed. So who said small boating is small? It's actually very, very big. And this doesn't even include the Regulation 37 vessels, which are self-regulated, the under 15 horsepower and human-propelled vessels. So if you had to add all those small vessels together, it is a huge industry with lots of potential, and I'm very proud to be part of it.
My name is Vuyani Peni. I'm currently a principal officer in the Mosebai office. My career started off with submarine 1996, where I did my both the deck and then I changed from deck to engineering. I've joined SAMSA 2009 February the 1st, and which was actually the Durban office. I recently from there, like I started from the bottom in Durban office up until I was promoted to deputy principal officer. When the opportunity came for me, like to be actually like a principal officer, I applied for the Mosepe office. It's a big transition coming from a big port to a small port, because now you are big. You've been dealing with big sort of container vessels and everything, and you have to deal with fishing vessels. It's a bit sort of complex because a fishing vessel is different from what you are normally used to, but it's just one of those things that you wanted to climatize into. Mosela Boy office, the majority of our customers is mainly fishing and also small boating. As you can see behind like us, there is like a fishing vessel that is busy being offloaded. Most of the fish that is caught in this area is for overseas like export, and also is the local companies, they make that accessible to the public, which is you can go and buy like for yourself. I've now been in Mosul for almost 2 years, and compared to a big city, I must say that I enjoy the peace and quiet, and quiet. I want first of all to thank the stakeholders, because for SAMSA to exist, we actually it was you who made us to be who we are. And I also want to use this opportunity that we can actually engage, so that if there is any areas that you feel that we need to improve ourselves, because we will never be in a position for ourselves to say that we are good, but that is something that must come from you as our customers. And that it is actually an exciting thing, because when you start dealing with that interaction is actually something that actually motivates you to wake up on daily basis to go to work. Yes. Bantu sithi masibulele ngenkxaso yenu, kuba ke asikwazi ke nathi ukuthi kanje singabe sisamile kanje namhlanje ngaphandle kwenu, and umsebenzi esiwenzayo kanje uba ngcono kanje xa sithi sifumana ithuba ukuthi sithethathethisane kanje. And ndiyanqwena ukuthi singaqhubekeka kanje, ukuthi le nto sesiyenzile kanje siqhubekeke. Ii-office zethu zivulekile, you can come anytime kanje nizobuza kanje yonke inantsika. And mna ke Vuyani ndingumntu nje who's always been approachable. Izani kanje, izani.